I am reviewing all the mechanical keyboards that I own. I did that on stream yesterday, but I was rambling too much. So I'm hoping to knock this out in 10 minutes. Very little editing. We are just going to go bang, 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 put them on a tier list and call it a day. Okay, so we are going to start off with Cypher, made by Cable Car Design, a designer called Max from the UK. It is an 1800 layout, very light, portable. You got your numpad and your arrow keys. I will flash there's some pictures of this keyboard on the screen. It is top mount, right? But it is very, very nice to type on. The only thing I would say is, even though I've got a PC plate, so that is a plastic plate, it is meant to be a little bit softer, it is still quite stiff. So just because I've got other keyboards and it's a little bit too long for my small desk, I don't use it as much as I should do. So I am going to put it in the B tier. Next one. Geonworks F1 V2. I received this maybe 1 or 2 months ago. The group buy took a year and 3 months. I have not built this yet, and I do not have any switches, even though I have 1 year and 3 months to plan a build for this. I just haven't done it because I only use mainly, MX Cherry Blacks, and I've not had the time to break any in. So this is going to go in the purgatory category because this keyboard is so good. I bought another one. So the next one that I'm going to talk about, it is the F1 point or slash hyphen, whatever you want to say, 6.9 version. So basically, this is a F1, but it has a top right blocker that says F1 and then 69 because 69. It's a very bouncy keyboard. It is a O-ring gasket mount. It looks very nice. It feels very nice. But the silver is very chalky. If you have ever seen one of the earlier F1s from Geon, the material itself is a bit sus, I'm not gonna lie. And but it's hefty. 9-degree typing angle, feels very nice, sounds very good. So this is going on the S tier, just as it should. Next one, He KB Pro 2. If you want a portable 60%, that is very thoughtful. Sounds nice. Portable. If you like hacking, because we love hacking. I worked at Blizzard for 9 years, by the way. Anyway, yeah, good keyboard, very cheap and affordable now. Get one if you want a tactile that is not like your typical MX tactile keyboard switches. So very good. S tier. Another Geon keyboard, Geonworks W180. I got the pink one, so this keyboard is a plateless, whatever layout this is, keyboard. I built mine with Cherry MX Browns. It's very nice. It's probably one of my favorites. Favorite builds. Feels very nice with plateless, bouncy, flexy. If you use a 1.6 PCB, I think that is perfect. The only downside is, like I mentioned, with the Cypher, my desk is relatively small. It's not. It is just messy as hell. I don't really have the room for the long boy. But in terms of material, finishing, and the weight, you got a huge ass internal weight and external weight. It's very nice. And my Cypher attacked my W1, so it's got a massive chip just on top of the Win keyless blocker. So that's a shame. But anyway, very good keyboard. That is an S tier keyboard for me as well. And now let's go to a 60% profit made by Cable Car Design again. Max, big up Max, go-to designer from the UK. When it first came out, this I got in round 2. So this is the round 2 group buy version of it. There was one video, was very, very famous on YouTube. I looked at it and thought, wow, this is amazing because this is specially designed for plastic plates and essentially it's called pin mount, but it is like a butt mount without the screws, no screws. We don't do screwings here. and it is very lightweight, portable. It sounds amazing. If you ever have the opportunity to try one with a nylon plate, I would say it is fantastic. It gives you a soft, consistent typing experience. It sounds very nice, consistent, and it is a great keyboard overall. And I do think that it is very underrated, but at the same time, it is kind of, as it is appreciated by all the enthusiasts that like the Prophet. But I think, because it's quite a simple design and quite light, it's not doing anything flashy or trying to have loads of different materials, and it's very simple, it's just nice, it works. So I think that you can get one aftermarket for a very affordable price. I would definitely suggest that you get one if you just want 160%. So this is S tier for me as well. Next one, let's move it along to another purgatory tier. I received the Spider TKL. I do not have any switches, like I said, prepare for it. So who knows how long this is going to be in the carrying case for? Maybe years, maybe months. Who knows at this point, But I have heard a lot of good things about it, and I looked at the plate. Plate looks great, very soft and flexy, and I'm sure this will make a very good build when I get to it. And next one is going to be Sapphire by Paul Sandkeys from the Sandland. Great designer. TKL 5-degree typing angle. Simple, exactly what you want. Top mount and O-ring mount. I got the green version, green sapphire, very good. Sounds great, feels great, looks great, very comfortable because it's 5 degrees. I prefer personally shallower angles, shallower typing angles because it just feels nice. So this is very affordable as well if you can get one on the aftermarket. I think there is a trend here. I like things that look nice, feels nice, not too crazy, simple, with one goal in mind. It is just to make something that works and it looks nice, nothing crazy, and affordable. So this is S tier as well. And now let's move on to Boca Feca by Densers. It looks very nice on the outside. Very good design. There's a massive brass weight on the outside. There's an internal brass weight as well. Lovely graphics design. However, I don't really like the implementation of the top mount. You pretty much have to go with the SOG gasket mount. But the downside for me is I got in the EC kit as well, and that whole assembly was very expensive. And this is just a personal preference. I didn't really enjoy the domes, and the domes are very expensive as well. I think the whole thing was compared to just a Hihi KB Pro 2 was a lot more expensive, and I don't really think it was worth the money. So for me, because the typing experience, I didn't enjoy it as much compared to the other keyboards, and the EC kit was quite difficult to build. I would put this in the C tier. Okay, and then finally, we got two left. K3 by James, Taiwanese James, very cool guy. K3 is a plateless keyboard. Well, it's a plateless TKL, not keyboards. There's only one here. Plateless keyboard. TKL, very cool. And this is going into China because it is currently being produced in China. Finally, I got my seal, full size, very cool as well. Can't remember who the designer is. This is currently being produced in China as well. And it is going to go to China. Go in China. And these are the keyboards, apart from two that I have. I do use regularly. I got quite a few more. However, they are pretty much E-ways. I regret buying those, and I would not recommend getting those keyboards, and I'm not going to put them on this list just because I do not enjoy them. And if you want to get into the mechanical keyboard hobby, I would recommend that you don't. However, if you really want to, I would say just get one keyboard, maybe a TKL or maybe a 60%, or you can have two, right? Go for one of these if you can, because those are very, very nice keyboards and they are made by people who care about the hobby and have been in the hobby for a very long time. So if you can go with one of those, if not, go for something else that you enjoy, because at the end of the day, you are going to be typing on the keyboard and not me. These are the keyboards that I enjoy, and I hope that you got something out of it. If not, that's okay.